that exciting?
I mean, it's very exciting to get the opportunity to play. I don't really know if there was one point where I knew I would or wouldn't, but it just, I've worked hard over the past, 4 years of college, and I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to play and contribute in a greater role now.
Do you almost feel like part coach in a sense with a lot of these young guys?
Yeah, I guess so in a way. I mean, but I think that just comes with just being an older guy. I mean, you gotta take that on as a responsibility if you want to have a great defense. So I think I do help a lot, and I try to help a lot. But at the same time, like I said, those guys have taken a lot of responsibility for themselves and really worked hard to get to know the defense.
You said you've helped a lot. Have you been showing the way more than you thought you would, or about the same, or just kind of what you expected?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of what I expected. Those, like I said, those guys have really, embraced their opportunity to be out here, and so that comes with learning the defense and knowing it a lot better. So a lot of all the credit goes to the guys that have earned the opportunity to play because they've taken responsibility for themselves.
How's the scout team done simulating Boyd and the Clemson offense?
They've done a good job. I mean, obviously game speed is very hard to simulate in practice, but the scout team's been working hard and doing the best they can to do that for us. So it's been great so far.
What is the toughest thing about getting ready for Todd Boyd?
I mean, he's a great quarterback. The dude can throw, and he can also tuck in and run, and that comes with challenges, because he's also a big guy too. So you gotta tackle him when the opportunity comes. So he's a dual threat kind of guy. So you gotta be prepared for that.
Have you guys had to not necessarily relearn tackling, but the way you're hitting the opposition now? Have coaches had to go over that with you?
Yeah, we discussed it. We understand the targeting rule.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're aware of now. And I mean, it's just it's all about lowering your target now. You can't hit up high, and so that's what we're going to try to accomplish.
Is it a little bit different though if you feel like you're having to come in with your body more than putting your helmet down? Because obviously that's kind of a natural thing.
Like I said, it's hard to simulate game speed and how it's going to be out there, but we definitely we've practiced it and we've become we're aware of it. What we're doing out there. So like I said, it's all about lowering your target. And I mean, we don't want to create injuries. We don't want to knock guys out. That's not our intention. But we're out there playing full speed. That's what happens.
Are the days of not necessarily hit hunting, but the big massive hit, are those days gone?
I think they've definitely got. I mean, the massive hit's always there, but you're gonna get ejected if you get the massive hit. So I mean, I think
even if it's clean, you might first appearance.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the rule, and I understand what college football is trying to do and not create that many injuries as were in the past. So I guess probably big hits of up high flipping guys, magnitude like that is probably going to be a lot less than it was in the past years.
Appreciate it.
Connor, what do you know about Sammy Watkins and what have you seen him do on the field?
Dude's a great receiver. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, he's fast. He can catch. I mean, he's a great receiver, and he's proven that over the past years. So I mean, he's a guy that you have to pay attention to out there when he's out there. So.
Is that one of your responsibilities?
I think it's everybody's responsibility out there in the secondary. Clemson's got a great receiving group out there. So I mean, it's not like you can pinpoint on one guy.
I'm sure you've been asked about communication between you and Trey already, but I wasn't here, so I'm going to
that's
over the head with it again.
Yeah.
Just with him not being there in practice up until lately a lot, how much more difficult does that make this last week of y'all getting on the same page?
Well, I mean, obviously communication is crucial out there between safeties. So, I mean, him not being out there, it creates challenges. But at the same time, he's been there. He's been working, and we talk all the time. So, I think we've been doing the best we can when it comes to getting comfortable with each other. And we had all spring together also. So it's not like he got here and was out the entire camp.
Right.
He had a spring here. So I think some of that chemistry was definitely created in the spring also.